They go play action here on first down. He hits Baldwin right side. He got 29 yards that time.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run. I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves. Stick it in the end zone on a running play.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. Play fake here on first down. Finds an opening past the 40. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Bennett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Flush to his right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to the air on to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a third down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Bortles now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down, here's Fournette. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, 58 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. And an alley to run. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Escaping the pressure right. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Throw left side complete. It's Carson. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go play action now. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out.
And he's going to go down again. Mike Bennett getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Now he's forced out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. The quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? They're say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Shotgun now for Bortles. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Blake Bortles simply cannot keep putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory. 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. His throw caught at about the 5. A Seahawk first down. Wilson to his big target, Graham. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. Hey, partner, I want to sidestep for a second. Week 15, Raiders-Cowboys. I know you saw that crazy first down measurement. Very, very controversial.
Look, it didn't pass the eye test. And what I mean by that is when they put the ball down and brought the chains out, you couldn't just look at it and say first down or not. Ball's, the nose of the ball is over. I mean, you had everyone eyeing it, looking at it. It's about making sure the posts are directly at 90 degrees. Do you need a leveler out there? I mean, everything was going on in the discussion. If I'm the Gene Steratore, the referee.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Allen Robinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll run it again with Fournette. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
That is caught inside the 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Wilson on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. They're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Michael Bannon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, 60 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now Bortles. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever. On play action, it's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense has felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Bortles going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So that pass goes awry, but to make a quick pivot, before the game, you and I were going through the list of 1,000-yard receivers this year. Some familiar names, yes, but a couple that are back on the list and then a fresh face.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Now, you mentioned guys that we're used to. Antonio Brown, well over 1,000 yards again. No surprise there. Gronk. He gets it done. You know, let's face it, he's one of the toughest matchups in the league. But Michael Thomas with the New Orleans Saints, really nice rookie season 2016. He made it legit this year, going over 1,000 yards. And then you look at Keenan Allen and DeAndre Hopkins. Welcome back to the 1,000-yard list for both of them because you expect them to be there each and every year. And finally, they'll welcome to the club an undrafted free agent from Minnesota State named Adam Thielen. You're exactly right. What a season he's had for the Minnesota Vikings.
Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, we got a second here. Thinking back to Week 15, a cool moment in that Panthers-Green Bay game. Did you see the video of Cam Newton and Clay Matthews?
I did, and you know, when you watch it, and you know what everybody told me, when they're watching it live, you could see something happening because the commentators were talking at that time. Then they took the commentators' voices out, and you caught everything. So Let me see if I have it right. Cam Newton, quarterback for the Panthers, had some byplay with linebacker Clay Matthews of Green Bay. And Clay was telling him he knew what he was about to call, right?
Yeah, Clay was saying, well, yeah, guys, watch for the wheel route. And Cam said, oh, that's cool. You've been watching film? Well, watch this. And he switched the play and threw a slant to McCaffrey for a touchdown.
How great is that? The back and forth. So Clay Matthews did his homework, but they changed it up, right? Because it looked like a wheel, and he turned it into a slant. That's an excellent counter play by the Carolina Panthers. What a cool moment. Cam Newton and Clay Matthews.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing again here, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Wilson now to throw on third down, eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you...
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, 96 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. This is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, here's Bortles. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cliff Averill getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now a play fake. Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Bortles, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Room here to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
19.
Wilson wants to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. On first down, Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Bortles now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator,
heard these always hating, said I'll never make it. I heard these always talking.